Hi guys, it's Bree and welcome back to All Things Autism. I'm so excited to make this video because I get to show you some fun stuff that we have in our child's sensory toolbox here at home. Now our son doesn't have autism, but he has severe ADHD, and with that comes sensory needs. So we decided to create a small corner in his room filled with items that he can use to fit a need, right? It's not all one cookie cutter approach. These are things that have actually been identified through observing him, through having conversations with him, that he requires during times of overstimulation or understimulation. So let's get to it. I'm going to show you some fun stuff here. First thing is the ARG ball. I'm sure you guys have very similar things to this, but I want you to see the size. Okay, it has some nice weight, has some silver ribbon in there that when you squeeze it, I love it. I actually love it for myself. Now this is thick. It's made of thick material, but again, this is something you want to keep in mind. Does your child tend to bite down on things? Although it's non-toxic, nobody wants this all over their face, right? You don't want to be cleaning this up. But if that's not an issue, this is a really fun one to add. I'm going to be including links in the description for everything I show you so that if you're interested, you can click on it and check it out. Okay, the second thing we have in his box here are the noise reducing headphones. Now these will range in quality and price. These don't cancel out the sound completely for him, and he likes that. He likes to hear a little bit of what's going on, but he doesn't want the sound to be as intense. He often will use these when I'm cooking because he knows that at least 2 to 3 times a week I set off the smoke detectors. I wish I was exaggerating, I'm not. So he'll get these proactively, puts it next to him and puts it on if it goes off. He also uses these if I'm making a smoothie because the sound of the ice and the frozen fruit really bother him, or if our dog, Walter, is barking like crazy at the mailman, sometimes he'll run and grab these because these are sounds that he's identified to us really bother him. So this is when he makes use of these. Next thing up. Now, although our son didn't seem to have any visual stims like you might think of, he really enjoys a good old sensory bottle. Okay, when he's doing his homework, oftentimes he'll grab this, he'll give it a good shake, and he likes to just zone in, focus in on all that glitter settling to the bottom because he says it's satisfying. It calms him down. I'm like, have at it, buddy. Whatever you need to get the homework done successfully, go for it. I will be making a video on how to make some really cool sensory bottles. But this is a perfect example. Does your child hit themselves with things? Will they throw something? This has some weight to it. So these are things that you want to keep in mind when putting things in the sensory corner or a calming bag, whatever it is that you have. Okay, the next few items I got from a company called Happy Hands. Again, I'm going to put the links below. We actually ordered a few things and wound up really using 3 that I'm going to show you here. So one, how cool is this? Right? It looks like a little game controller, but it's sort of like equivalent to a fidget spinner or a fidget cube. So the little buttons here, they could push them, make a little noise, have different resistance. Underneath, little clicker, okay, little turntable on the top here, on the bottom, different textures, sounds. What I really love about this is that it's small, it's pocketable. I could stick it in my pocket when we're going out, put it in my son's backpack, and he enjoys using this actually in the car. It kind of keeps his fingers busy, his hands busy. Believe it or not, my daughter, who doesn't appear to have any sensory needs, she loves this as well because it looks cool and it just keeps her fingers busy. Okay, the next thing up is this cube type of object, again from Happy Hands. Looks pretty unassuming, but my son loves it because it goes in different directions. Okay, pretty much just sticks to a rectangle or a square shape, but look at the movement that my fingers are doing, right? Do you have a child in your life who likes to do, right? Raise your hand. You have that. They love to play with their fingers. They love to fidget with their hands. Is this something that they might like? Kind of gives replacement behavior. It gives that same type of movement, but it's kind of cool. He loves this, one of his favorite things. Another item that we have in the old sensory toolbox is color changing putty. Has that consistency of like a TheraPutty. Here it is. Now it goes from like a dark green to a light green. They have different colors. And what he really loves about it is that it's almost like pulling taffy. Okay, it's not sticky, it's not slimy, but there's work in it. He's getting that input, right? There's that resistance, and he really enjoys this. And I have to be honest with you, the other day I was sitting there for a good half hour and really just kind of working out whatever frustrations I had in it. It's great. Gives yourself a good hand workout too. Now, it is non-toxic, but again, you want to keep in mind, is it something that your child is going to try to eat or bite down on? If not, this is a great tool to have in your toolbox. And the last item, I love this so much. It's the good old body sock. Now, what prompted us to get this for our son was that he used to throw himself on the floor, roll around all over the place, knock into the furniture, and take all the blankets out of the blanket basket, wrap it around himself. And we would say, buddy, what are you doing? You're making a mess, get up. And then the professional hat went on, and I said, it's behavior, right? Behavior is communication. What is he telling us? He's telling us he needs that input. He needs that type of movement. So we got the good old body sock. He puts it on, he rolls around. We taught him time and place. If this is something you want to do, you go get your body sock, you put it on, and have at it. Okay, guys, I hope this was helpful. Hope you got some good ideas. Again, please keep in mind safety and function. If you have a BCBA that works on your team or a great occupational therapist, ask them what are some tools of the trade that they have that you could perhaps put in to your child's or your own sensory toolbox. If you enjoyed this video, please press like, consider subscribing and sharing, and we shall chat again soon.